Well, a Sri Lankan woman fled her country's civil war in 1983, moved to Canada, and in 2014 she relocated to the U.S. only to find her life in limbo. Now, she divorced her husband and she became a Ganjier. So to those not familiar, that is a marijuana expert, kind of like a sommelier is to wine. Dharsh Casinathen is opened up Joyleaf, a dispensary in Roselle, New Jersey, and she joins us now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Bianca, for having me on.
First of all, I heard this term, a Ganjier, because I got my degree I got my certification for a somm. But what is a Ganjier? How is it similar to getting a certification like a sommelier?
Yeah, so there's certifications in wine, beer, as well as cheese. Well, those same frameworks can be applied to cannabis, right? And so in wine, you look at what does it look like, what does it smell like, what does it taste like, and what's the experience like.
Yeah.
That same framework has been applied to cannabis, and that's where the certification of Ganjier came from.
So how long does it take to get certified to become a Ganjier?
Yeah, so for me, in my personal experience, it took me 2 years. So I started it in 2022 and was officially qualified. Actually, it was a year and a half. I officially qualified in May of 2023, right before, it was 6 months right before we opened the store, right? So it was important for us to become experts.
Sure.
And this program really gave us a way of understanding what is the plant, how is it grown, how do you assess quality, what are the customer service protocols with it.
Interesting.
And that we brought a lot of that framework and education to the store and how we built the store.
Okay, so that is different from what we see maybe here in New York, because I feel like there's a lot of weed stores, but is everyone educated like you and how they sell their product and people are going in and asking these questions?
Yeah, I think there's opportunity for, especially some dispensaries really take on that concept of education, right?
Sure.
And how they train those, what we call bud tenders.
Okay.
And so some dispensaries do, but I would say I don't know their training programs.
Yeah.
What we do is we do a rigorous training program where we go through, one, we tell them the Joyleaf way of selling, of understanding the customer, what their needs are, and then understanding what are the ways that we can look at products in their attributes, right? To making sure at the end of the day, what we do at Joyleaf is help people find the right product for the right moment, but it's grounded on training. It's not just for 2 weeks, it's continuous.
Gotcha.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out the difference, because if somebody walks into a store here, you can say, hey, I have a backache, and I'm sure someone would be able to tell you what to get. So what would be the difference between walking in Joyleaf and saying, I have a backache?
Yeah, so what we do is train our associates, right? So we understand that customer, what they just said, and then we go back into the science of it, right? What is the science of the plant? There's different cannabinoids and terpenes, and once they mix up all that magic together, there's experiences that your body will feel, because actually in your body, you actually produce your own cannabinoids, believe it or not.
Oh, okay, so we're all high right now.
Basically,
we don't even know it.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, talk to us about Joyleaf, though, because I mean, this is a labor of love, and you started this, and I feel like I heard about this a year ago. So how have things been going?
I have three amazing business partners with me, and we've actually finished 1 year on December 9th. And in the last year, we've delivered an amazing loyalty program. We have over 8,000 members in it. We were actually named best new business in our town of Roselle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so we just got an award last week. We've done community events where we've really invited people into the store to get education. So you don't need to be a customer. You can come get educated. The whole store is curated for an educational experience. And so when you talk to one of our bud tenders, they're going to ask you, if you don't know, we're going to tell you about the history, we're going to tell you about the science of it, and then for you to be empowered through education so that you're more knowledgeable. You might not consume it, but you can have a better dialogue about it.
Can you find out the same information online, or is it like you got to go in store and experience this almost like a class?
I would say we do something very different because we offer joyful experiences, but you can find a lot of this information online. But it's organized in a way at Joyleaf that we're really talking about right product, right moment, and safe and responsible use. Really important.
Where can people find out more information if you want to just give a plug? Like, where can find it?
Yeah. So I actually have an education platform at Darsh on Instagram, LinkedIn, all of them. And then we also are at Joyleaf Dispensary. You can find us on Instagram, and you can find out all about our events. And actually this Saturday, we're having our ugly sweater event. And so people can come and get free holiday photos, and also get educational tours by myself, actually.
Very interesting. The first of its kind, a Ganjier. Haven't heard of the term, but now you know what it is. Darsh, thank you for coming and explaining that.
Thank you so much,
I really
Bianca.
appreciate having you here.
Thank you.
All right, we still got more noon straight ahead. Stay with us.